Good evening and welcome to the new edition of Bahrain Today, which covers various topics, latest news and the events of the kingdom. I am Fatima AlBastaki and this is Bahrain Today. Dragon boat or paddling is a water sport that originated in China. A dragon boat is known to have consisted of 20 paddlers sitting side by side. A cox who guides the dragon from the back is also part of the team, and a drummer who sits all the way in the front. The race usually consists of 4 to 6 boats. The key elements of success for the team, of course, is timing, strength, endurance, and finally teamwork. In my opinion, that is the most important element.
All the way from China to Bahrain, dragon boat is a sport that started in China 1,000 years ago. Let's have a look what people in Bahrain say about the sport.
Dragon boat is a team sport, basically. It's actually originated from South China 2,000 years ago. It's actually from this village in China whereby they have this competition among themselves. So they do that and then eventually they come up with dragon boat competition among themselves, among villages. So from there, Western countries has adopted it.
Dragon boat is a team race. It's 5 to 20 people per boat. It's a long boat, and it's a form of rowing, usually done during like big festivals. Is when competitions happen. It's basically just like when right now it's Mid-Autumn Festival, so there could be dragon boat racing around. New Year's is a big thing for it as well. It's like the coming out of the dragons.
Dragon boat or paddling started in Bahrain 2 years ago by Bahrain Rowing. The sport has gathered people from different communities, backgrounds, and ages.
It's one way of fitness, really good fitness for everyone. It's not just about going to the gym or doing CrossFit.
It's fun to do activities in a group rather than doing things by myself. Going to a normal gym or jogging or anything. It's fun to do things together with other people.
Anyone can join, race regardless. It's just if you like team sports, if you like rowing, if you like exercising, come out and join.
Big shout out to Bahrain Fit to Row. They are the reason why I'm doing this sport.
It's not just joy, it's the adrenaline rush. It's addiction to me. Dragon boat is an addiction. It's something that I love the sport so much that I am actually sharing it with others.
Having to do this on a weekly basis with people, knowing new people, socializing and moving your body, just give you a sense of happiness, a sense of being part of a team.
The feel of accomplishment, the feel of just, everyone being all supportive, drag you out of your comfort zone, just, push you to go further.
Paddling is not just a sport, it is a source of joy and happiness.
Welcome back, viewers. Today in the studio we have Sara, Maria and Abdullah, who are all paddlers.
Yes.
Welcome to the studio, guys.
Thank you.
So in the beginning, can you please introduce yourself and the teams you belong to?
I am Sara. I've started off as a competitive paddler in a competitive team. I later on switched to a social team, like to introduce the sport to new people of all ages, like to spread the love of the sport. And now I'm representing BRC, Bahrain Rowing Center, and team captain of Team Bahrain, which will be sent to Abu Dhabi to race.
Amazing. All the best, Maria.
I'm Maria Carmela Rojas, and I have been a member of the first dragon boat team here in Bahrain for more than a year. The name of the team is Mabuhay Paddlers Dragon Boat Team, and I'm one of the youngest paddlers here in the team as well. And just recently, I have been recruited as well as one of the members for the Bahrain national team.
Amazing. And we have Abdullah. How old are you, Abdullah?
8.
And you've been paddling since
And
too long. You can't remember.
yeah, I
How
can't.
often do you paddle?
I don't.
Every Friday?
Yeah,
You're going next week, right?
yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Do you paddle with your friends, or you just do it with your family?
I paddle.
With your friends? Sometimes with friends,
Yeah.
sometimes with family. It depends, right?
Yep.
So, Sara, how did you get into this? Tell us your beginning at paddling.
I was introduced to dragon boat by a friend and Bahrain Rowing Center. They started inviting people from the community, schools, corporations to try dragon boat. And since then, like, you get hooked. I got addicted. I started learning more about the sport, reading.
And you just got hooked.
Yes, I
And you
got
just
hooked.
felt like
yes.
this is it. This is my hobby, and this
Yeah,
is what I
this
want to
is my
do.
hobby, yeah.
You mentioned something about moving from a competitive team to a social team. Can you guys just elaborate on that?
A competitive team is a team that consists of like paddlers, a steerer, and a drummer.
Yes.
Like, they come together, they will join races, a competitive race.
With different strategies,
With
like you
different
mentioned.
strategies. They have the 100-meter race, a 200-meter, 1,000 meters. And they dedicate their practices to breaking a target or breaking a timing.
Yeah.
So that's basically a competitive team.
You can add on that, Maria.
Usually, the difference between a competitive team and to the rest of the other types of teams is that a competitive team usually consists of a manager, which is usually concerned about the businesses of the team, for the
Okay.
sponsorships, the scheduling, the online bookings. And then we also have a coach who is responsible to motivate the team members and to
Yes.
push them through their limits. And of course the players, while the rest of the teams just do it usually for leisure purposes
And spreading the awareness about the sport.
True.
And what are the challenges you guys face, as paddlers?
The challenge, the weather.
The weather. So you normally do it in, like, let's say after October onwards, or you do it in summer as well?
We do it in summer.
Oh,
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Respect.
Like in the humidity, yeah.
Humidity. But you got used to it.
Yes, you get
And
used
you
to it,
just,
you
I mean, the
adapt.
water helps, so that's a great factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And at which age, kids can start this?
As young as 8.
As young as 8.
Like me.
And how long would a person need, to practice and get into the sport?
takes a year.
Yeah, it takes time until the person gets the right form, because we start with the basics. Yeah.
Okay.
The right form, the right strategies, the right technique to avoid the injuries, and then there are safety measures like to follow too when you're on the boat.
And do you guys train other, athletes or other people who are interested in the sports?
Yes,
Both of you.
Yeah, Maria here, like, she trains the Mabuhay paddlers. Like,
Maria, can you
she's
tell
the
me about
youngest
that?
Wait.
The training part. Can you tell me, like, how long does it take for you to train someone?
Okay, usually, even for me, it took me like more than a year to even master it, but I cannot confidently say that I've mastered it yet, but there's still a lot of room for improvements.
A lot to learn.
Yes, and we have pool trainings, we organize pool trainings and land trainings where we do circuit trainings, and then the boat trainings itself, which is done in Bahrain Rowing Center every Friday and Saturday.
Great, all the best, and all the best, Sara, with your upcoming competition.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sara, Maria, and Abdullah, for being here with us tonight. And I'm sure, inshallah, we'll be seeing you more.
Thank you.
Thank you. Desserts come in various shapes, sizes, and styles. This Bahraini entrepreneur combined all those three elements and more to start his Kunafa shop. For those of you who, for some reason or another, don't know what Kunafa is, it's basically pure delight made of a special type of cheese, a noodle-like pastry, and lots of sweet sugar rose water. Delicious. Let's jump right in.
The Kingdom of Bahrain has been a great witness of many rising entrepreneurs over the years, creating major competition in the local business field. A great example for this is Hussain Ali, who was able to stand out with his ideal creativity and constant strive for success, which turned him into the owner of one of the most famous dessert shops in the country. The Kingdom of Bahrain continues to flourish with youthful talent and minds that will help grow its economic future.
Here in the studio tonight, we have Hussain Ali, the business owner of Kunafa. Hi Hussain, how are you?
Hi,
How are you doing?
Good, great
Thank
to be
you for
here.
being with us here today.
Thank you for having me.
Hussain, why Kunafa? What is the secret behind your obsession with Kunafa?
Well, we started 2009 thinking about what we can do in Bahrain that makes us different than the others.
Yes.
So we thought about a lot of ideas, and then we thought about Kunafa because there is no specialized Kunafa shop in Bahrain at that time. So me and my partner in 2009, 2010 started putting the plans to start the first Kunafa shop in Bahrain that is doing only Kunafa in a very specialized manner.
And how do you keep up with the pace? You know, nowadays we have a lot of shops specialized in Kunafa. So how do you make sure that your shop and your brand is different? I personally know how you do it, but I want you to tell the viewers, you know, with the new menu and with the new things that you introduced to them.
Yeah, so it's because we are 10 years in the market, so we have a good customer base, and we keep telling our customers what they like about us, how we can improve things, and we see the trends, what's going in the market. So we try to improve the product in terms of size, in terms of the fillers that go inside the Kunafa, and we always have these testers that we give to for our customers for free, so they can
give you
taste it
feedback and
give
you
us
can just enhance the recipe
on the spot and give us the feedback, and we deliver
and match
to
their
them.
expectations.
Match expectation. Market is very tough, I agree, but still it's not about really coming to the market. It's about being persistent. It's about the being you know, having that continuity in serving the customers and reaching them out.
Yes.
That's really a challenge.
Yes.
And not only starting a business.
But are you utilizing social media for that?
Of course.
How are you using that?
We are focusing on Instagram and we are focusing less on Facebook, but I see the promoted ads or the on Instagram itself very efficient because it gives you demographics and the classification of your audience. So it all depends. Sometimes in the season you want to target, for example, the ladies more than the men, because at those seasons it's, for example, it's a Women's Day, or the other way around. You know, it's a Father's Day, and so on.
So you follow the calendar, the
follow
social
the calendar
of
and
the kingdom.
see what's going on with the age group. And we found that our segments, or customer segments, age between 24 to 36.
Okay.
Those are that having the buying power, at the same time having the appetite and the desire to go and buy the Kunafa.
So you keep on researching the market to come up, you know, with ideas that will attract more customers to your shop.
Yeah.
And do you have any advice to anyone who is interested into entering the market as an entrepreneur, whether it's sweets or other kind of, you know, food?
Well, entrepreneurship is a nice thing from the outset. You know, if you're not into it, you want to be an entrepreneur, but you have to be very, very careful.
Committed.
Very careful, yeah, before entering this world, because it's not only about having that great idea. It's not only about having, you know, the capital. It's not about, we have now entities in Bahrain support us. The ecosystem in Bahrain is beautiful.
Yes.
However, the main energy you're going to depend on is yourself.
Yes.
And you need to be very committed, as you rightly said. You should be very persistent.
Definitely.
And you have to remold yourself and your tactics as the market changes itself.
Adapt with the change.
Adapt with the changes. And in Bahrain, it's a very small market. We have a scalability issue. Market is oversaturated generally in the food and beverage. So you have to be patient. You have to change tactics. You have to collaborate with others sometimes.
Definitely.
You have to play with the prices right. You have to have delivery, you know, for example, if you're into food and beverage. So revise all the plans that's on paper.
Yes.
You know, you have Tamkeen, you have others, that's wonderful asset. The ecosystem is encouraging for entrepreneurs.
But then it's up to you. The third element is you.
You have to sit with yourself honestly and start, you know, an honest discussion with yourself. Is this something you want to do for the rest of your life? Are you committed? You know, people come to me and ask me, Hussein, we want to open our own business. I tell them, fine, great. Why you want to do that? They say, well, we want to have free time. I said, no, don't do that, because you won't have free time. If you are an employee, you're going to have free time relatively more. If you're an entrepreneur, then...
Because you're working 24 hours.
Exactly.
If you're not working, you're thinking about how you can improve your business.
Imagine it, you have to care about your employee's daughter back there in her country because she has not, for example, she is sick. Why is that? Because
so it's the small details that you need to get into as an entrepreneur that makes, you know, the success behind the story.
Wearing different hats.
Exactly, absolutely. So tell me, Hussein, do you have a favorite type of kunafa, or do you like them all?
Well, I love sweets in general. You know, I love sweets. So it's like my fourth dish. In you know, people like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I have like special dish for sweets every day. So something now we introduced in Kunafa recently, after many experimentation, is Kunafa with halwa Bahrainiya. Now, I really encourage you to go and taste it.
I did.
You did?
I do all the time.
No, with the halwa Bahrainiya.
I did. Thanks for your ads that you keep on Instagram and your influencers.
Yeah.
And
that part, we found a very good positive feedback from the market.
It's nice that you're also mixing the Bahraini heritage with the kunafa flavors. So the people in the gallery are telling me about your cream kunafa, and they say that it's one of the top sellers and the most high-rated kunafa. Tell me about it.
We have it basically the cream that we do. I know I cannot disclose
Reveal
all the secrets, everything, but the cream that we do it actually is to stay only for a day max.
Okay.
Basically, it's so fresh that we do it, and we do it in-house without, you know, buying things from here and there. We totally do it 100% in-house, and it is our signature kind of product. You can have it as a bite, or you can have it as a full kunafa, and people, believe it or not, we have other kunafa shops in Bahrain and other sweet shops. They buy from us the cream because of the quality, and they mix it with something else. And we don't mind.
To make their own flavors.
Yeah, we don't mind it, so we give them that.
Thank you so much, Hussein, for being here. I'm hungry now after all this talk about kunafa.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best,
Thank
and
you so
inshallah
much.
one day I can see your brand even outside of Bahrain.
That's what we are planning, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Viewers, we will be back in a bit. Stay tuned. Have you ever heard of the quote, find 3 hobbies you love, 1 to make money, 1 to keep you in shape, and 1 to be creative? Let's have a look at our next report to know more about why hobbies are important and what kind of different hobby people can turn into a business.
here with the Hobbies team is I can consider it as a challenge, as dealing with kids in a short time frame like 1 week is quite challenging, where we have to teach them all the drama techniques that they can after a week stand on a stage performing the script, which is especially wrote to put them well on stage.
I feel about this program that hobbies learn me all the things I like, and my talents, like my talent is singing, sometimes dancing, sometimes like this, gymnastics. I thought I was little bad at them. I went to Hobbies. Hobbies learned me a lot of nice things. Now I can sing, dance, and do a lot of things. And the Hobbies is amazing. If you don't know what's your talent, you should come here and they learn me secret talents, nice talents, and it's nice. The most thing I like in the program is music. I can play the piano, the guitar, sing, dance. Music is fun. It's like my secret passion.
My experience here is very nice. It's like a dream come true, because when I did not know my hidden talents, I really had a big talent that I wanted to show everybody, but I was shy. Hobbies team learned me how to do lots of things, like doing drawing, art, and acting, and singing, which is music. My talent is singing and dancing. These are my favorite hobbies. My least favorite hobby is, I think, ballet and gymnastics. They're really painful for my body. As you can see, my sister is very flexible, and I just wanted to say for Hobbies team, thank you for learning me my talent. And I feel here that all the people that came to Hobbies are really, really happy from what they experience. I was also so happy what I experienced. If somebody have a talent and they really don't want to show it because they're shy or they don't know what's their talent, you should come here so you can know what's your talent, because the Hobbies team learn you lots of things. Hobbies team are the best team I've ever saw to learn me what's my talent. I've been watching you for some time. Can't stop staring at those ocean eyes. Burning cities and napalm skies. 15 flares inside those ocean eyes. Your ocean eyes. Thank you.
Welcome back, viewers. Well, that was great. And tonight we have with us Aysha Bu Hussain. Welcome to our studio, Aysha.
Thank you.
So Aysha, I want to know more about how you turned hobbies into a business. Tell me how it all started.
Actually, since 2016, I have started this idea by transferring the hobbies into a business based on a research and observation I have made on that time. And since then, I've been giving lectures and workshops related to the same idea. As you know, that there is a future economic trend that say that the source of income would be based on small businesses. So what is more comfortable and more convenient
than your own hobby?
Yes, exactly. And work with it as a passion and get out of it a profit and money.
Yeah, and that's what you're doing with your hobby, am I right?
Yes,
so
exactly.
So tell me more about your hobby and how you're turning it into a business.
Actually, I'm an artist. I like to do fine art, and I do painting on canvases and also wall painting, where I can make some decorations for rooms, for gardens.
Yes, that's really great. And I mean, that's really nice of you that you want to help others, because you found out the secret into how you can turn your passion and hobby into a business, and you want to help the new generation do the same. At which age parents can, help their kids think this way?
It is better to start initially from very beginning stages of their life, but around 7 o'clock.
7 years old.
7 years old or 6 years old, where the kids can be very clear with what he is
interested in. Yeah, that's really, really interesting. My 2 years old is interested in painting and coloring, so I still don't know where she's headed.
Oh, okay.
So tell me more about the pin you have on your blazer.
Yeah, this is our team, Hobbies Team.
Okay.
Our team actually started within 1 year, where I can see that there are many people, young people and youth, who are having a great hobbies and talents, and they are willing to share it with others, to the public, to the community and society. So mainly our team members have a diversity of these kind of talents and hobbies, and they were coming from different backgrounds. As you can see by our logo here, is showing an umbrella where contain all kind of hobbies that you imagine, with different colors to show different.
And do you work with the certain hobbies in specific, like sports or arts, or you just like you're open to work with all hobbies?
Actually working with all hobbies, because our team mainly it is our aiming, it is to provide an opportunities for all the members to practice their hobbies in our team, and also to provide these kind of practices and training for the community to develop as well as their hobbies and skills.
And do you have steps for the program, or is it like a one time of lecture you give at school or based on request?
Our team actually we are doing different kind of activities, not only one. We can do outdoor activities if it is a sport or it is wall painting, and as well as we can do for example lectures and workshop, sometime camera training and photography, videography.
So you go into different kind of specialties.
Yes, different.
And how many members are there in your team?
Currently it is around 20 members.
That's amazing. Yeah. And they have their own hobbies and their own interests.
Yes, most of them, or maybe all of them, let me say, they are experts in their field, and they are specialists in what they are doing.
And are you planning to give these lectures or these programs outside of Bahrain?
Sure.
Where do you have in mind?
GCC countries, mainly for the time being, Kuwait and Dubai. We are heading there, but it's a very long-term future planning.
Inshallah. After you release
my book?
Yes, because you told me you're planning to release a book.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, of course, sure. My book, it is mainly speaking about this idea, which is how to discover your hobby and then master it and then transfer it into business. The book actually contains many practices and many exercises helping you to discover your hobby, the hidden talent that you have. And by certain practices, you will be able to master it and develop it and enhance your skills in this hobby. Later on, there are also some tips and a lot of exercises and.
Great. So it will guide you through, step by step, and then you can actually do it in practice and take your hobby into a business.
Exactly, yes.
Thank you so much, Aysha, for being here with us tonight. I'm really inspired. I need to go back home and think about my own hobby.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Viewers, this was our last segment for today. We will be back in just a bit. Hope you guys enjoyed watching today's episode. I know I enjoyed hosting it and all of the information we had to give. Before we go, thank you for watching again, and tune in to watch us tomorrow for more excitement. Don't forget to leave your inquiries and suggestions on the email address and social media mentioned on the screen. Goodbye.